You're tuned into Taiwan Grooves. Let's explore the local music scene. Today it is I and Alemaya, singer and songwriter from Paraguay based in Taiwan. She crafts retro-inspired indie pop that explores love, identity, and becoming who you are on your own terms. She's got an EP out since 2023, and she's ready to release her first album in 2026. And on today's agenda, we have how she started out with music, some of influences that shaped her creation, her ideas and inspiration and the source, and how she goes about making songs. We'll also cover her performing experience and her plans for a full band. So please welcome Ale on the mic. Today, we have a special guest all the way from Paraguay.
Hola, hello, I'm Alemaya. I'm a singer-songwriter, but I prefer to call myself a music enthusiast because
Nice.
I haven't gotten proper training. But I guess I'm a singer-songwriter because I sing and I write songs.
Well, so you perform, so now you are.
Right.
Can't escape that.
Yeah. I've lived here in Taipei for a whole race of the animals of the Chinese New Year.
Oh, wow.
That is 12 years.
Wow.
It's going to be 12 years in August.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're not senior. There's been people who've been 40 years, but okay, let's call you intermediate. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, now how would you categorize or how would you introduce your music to people? Obviously, we'll put some tracks later on, but just
How would I introduce my music? Well, my music is very DIY, to be honest. I like to say that I do it for myself because I have one song that it's called For the Girl that is like a love letter to my inner child. And it's like I'm telling her that everything I do is for her.
right.
And this as well, music. I've been writing music for a long time, ever since I was a teenager, but only now I have decided to put in some work and release my music because I want people to listen to my songs as well. Like I do it for myself, but if like people like it, it's like collateral benefit or something like that.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's the best possible way to go about it. Because once you're satisfied, and somebody else takes or sees value in it, it's even
Yeah.
more like, wow, I'm sharing my life and somebody finds themselves in that. Very nice.
exactly. Mm.
All right. Now, as in genre, if I were to say, I think I saw the description, so I'm not being very genuine, but indie bedroom pop with retro sounds, would that be correct?
Something like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Because I call it bedroom pop because it entails so many things these days. Like young people use that term, that tag, because it can consist of, I don't know, retro sounds or indie rock pop, dream pop, like
Right. it
shoegazy
covers-
sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's also DIY. It fits with the concept.
exactly. Yes. So yeah, bedroom pop because I literally make it in my bedroom.
Oh,
I
wow.
make my songs in my bedroom. I produce them in my bedroom and I distribute them in my Mac in my bedroom. Yeah.
Wow. So you really do everything on your own.
No, I have a long-time collaborator in
Mhm.
Barcelona. He's also Paraguayan. Funny story is he was my first boyfriend when we were 16, I think. But that was not going to last. We decided, no, we should be friends. And we have been friends for the longest time. And he's a very, very good musician. He helps me with the production. I do the demos on my Mac and I tell him my ideas and he guides me through what I want the result to be.
So suggestions of like production, mastering, mixing.
Because
is
he
all
does the mixing.
Okay.
Yeah, he does the mixing. Okay, let's beautify this.
Mhm,
Like
mhm,
like
mhm.
beautification of my demos.
Yeah.
He's like the oven where I put the yeah.
That's a nice phrase. Yeah. Good. I
Yeah.
mean, he probably knows you well and knows what you're aiming for since you've been collaborating for a while. So like anything you send him, he's like, oh, I got an idea.
Yeah, we know each other pretty well and I think he understands me and he doesn't judge me and so I can be myself with him. I'm not shy to make mistakes or to say stupid things, like dumb silly things.
So do
So-
you also record everything in your room?
Yeah, I have like a little bedroom studio. It's not a home studio. It's just a bedroom studio. I have a mic and I have my interface, my guitar, my keyboard,
That's wonderful. That saves a lot of money.
A little amp, like a little boss amp. Yeah.
So it's possible. I like
It
that.
is possible. It is, but it took time. It took time.
Right, you have to trial and error, like get it pimped up, kind of the room. So like the echo, acoustics, which amp, which program to go into. It probably took some time.
Yes. Yeah.
Because last time I had a studio live engineer, and we just discussed this question. And he's like, obviously it's possible. It depends what you're aiming for. Like people will help you and master it and everything. Like you will get benefits from that. But if you're skillful enough, you can get stuff done on your own.
I don't know if I'm skillful at all, but I get things done. That I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do value the engineer's job. It's not easy. Like learning all that stuff. Like, oh my God, it's hard.
Well, so is playing and performing and singing at the same time. So
Yeah. Yeah.
can shake hands.
Yes.
All right. Let me ask a little bit about your past.
Okay.
Then we jump to your work. So you said you've been writing since you were a teenager. Have you started with an instrument right away? Have you had someone in family? How did you get to even like writing and making music?
I think the earliest memory of me making music, quote unquote, it's like adding melody to the stories in the textbook at school when I was in second grade. I don't know, like I used to read the stories and then just add melody because I'm very melody driven in my music. That's the most important thing for me. And I remember that I used to do that, or I used to look myself in the mirror and start singing random melodies and looking at myself, my reflection. And then I learned about the Beatles when I was 11, and I fell in love like everybody else. I don't know, like that's a very common place for every musician, I think.
I would say every third person I have here mentions them.
Right. So that was important. That changed me forever. And what I used to do is change the lyrics to like famous songs. There is an Argentinian song that it's called Mariposa Technicolor by Fito Páez. He's an Argentinian musician. And I remember that was my first ever song. Like I changed the lyrics. It was called like Nothing is Lost, something like that in Spanish. No todo está perdido. Like not everything is lost, something like that. I don't know what that came from. I don't know. But yeah, then I taught myself guitar when YouTube came along. I'm in my 30s, so I was a teenager when YouTube came along. And I taught myself guitar and keyboard as well, but just some chords and accompanying myself. Yeah.
It's very good. So again, very DIY, like you just self-taught. Like you didn't have, as you said, any proper education. Nobody sent you to school. Parents didn't teach you something. Kind of picked up everything.
I used to be ashamed of the fact that I'm not trained because you meet like musicians around there and they're like, oh, you're not trained, and I don't know. I met some people.
I met some people.
It's okay. Never mind. But yeah, I took pride in it because I learned that the Beatles were not trained. So I was like, I'm not trained, but I can make music anyway, like the Beatles, like Paul McCartney.
Yeah, nobody needs education or training. Like some people are trained maybe to just be the best of their craft, like instrument, to perform maybe other songs, but you're writing your own. That's already like, you don't need no training. That's straight knowledge right there.
Yeah, I mean, training is, it's great. I would have loved to have it, but I was very busy. I used to be a dancer when I was little, so I was very busy, and music was my escape because I didn't really like dancing. I danced my whole life. Like I'm a ballet teacher.
Wow.
And staying at home, like saying I'm sick, I cannot go to class, and like going on the internet and finding lyrics and music and discovering new artists, that was my escape. And learning how to play guitar and writing my music later on. So yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Oh yeah, so you mentioned Beatles. Would they be responsible for you starting to walk that musician, singer, songwriter path? Or would you have any other band or even a song specifically that kind of pops up in your head and be like, you know what, I want to start doing my own thing?
Yeah, pretty much. I think they started this whole thing. And then some other reference helped me shape my songwriting style. I remember I used to copy, Britpop in the 90s, like the Verb, these bands like Blur,
Mm-hmm.
Oasis. I used to
Yeah.
copy how they wrote their songs, the verses, the structure. Also Bob Dylan. This is weird because that's very old and very, very American. And it's like, I don't know why, but I used to like him.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to like mimic the way they write their songs
See, there's your
to
training.
practice. I guess, yeah, that
You look
counts
at
as training.
patterns, you look at structures.
Mm,
You kind of use it, and then you just kind of make it into your own doings. Yeah.
yeah. I was trained in singing though. I took lessons. I think that's the thing that I do better. I don't know. Maybe. But yes.
All right. So you have been in. No, I'll come back to this question.
Mm.
So I saw your performance, right? And there's English, there's Spanish.
Yeah.
Now I have two questions. Since you're a native Spanish speaker, do you find it easier or prefer to perform in one of the two languages? And is there a Chinese song coming up very soon?
Oh, well, what a good question. I tried before. I tried writing in Chinese. I can't.
Hmm.
I only feel that my Chinese has gotten better now, just recently. I don't know why. I've been here for 12 years, like I said, but it's only gotten better now. So maybe this is the time.
I mean, it's tough.
right.
I'm just asking that because I don't know. Like, I can reply to messages maybe, but write a song in Chinese. Ooh.
I could be vague with the lyrics.
Yeah.
Just repeat something like very,
And have
very.
someone polish it. Like, you don't have to do it on your own. Just somebody like, hey, can you beautify this?
Right, beautify it. No, but if I want to do the lyrics, it's because I want to do it on my own, like
Okay.
as a ways of experimenting or playing
Mhm,
around. I don't know.
mhm.
Yeah. What was the other question?
And as for the, like, which language would you feel more comfortable to write in or perform in?
I feel like I sing better in Spanish.
Okay.
I sing better in Spanish. That's very weird. I don't know how to explain this. But whenever I sing like Latin famous songs like Luis Miguel or Shakira or Thalia, I used to love those when I was little. I sing those songs so well. Oh my God. And then
I like the confidence. I mean, maybe you were listening to it for a while, so like you have it more familiar and memorized, and you can like vocalize it.
yeah, it's
Great.
It's strange. And then I feel more comfortable writing in English. I don't even know why.
See, there you
I
go.
don't know why. I don't know how to explain it.
Well,
either.
I do.
Why?
Remember
Why do you
your
think it is?
patterns?
Yeah. It's
You're more
because
used
of
to it. If I give you a sentence like something, I'm pretty sure you could rhyme it with some of the things that Bob Dylan or Beatles did. Because we're used to looking at it for so long. Like, I would definitely say that I'm also more comfortable to write in English no matter what. Yeah.
It's because of my training. My unofficial training. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's because that's what we consume this day
Right.
more, right?
Right.
Mm.
I like your approach. It's good to have both languages open, since it's like, oh my God, now I'm just thinking, once you put out a Chinese song, you can reach probably like 85% of the world with your music.
Right. That's a funny
Spanish, English, and
Mm.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Dominant. Yeah. All right. Let's dig in more, and for listeners and me to get to know you better. Ideas, inspiration, where do you think it comes from? Is it all personal life?
This is all personal life, for sure. Sometimes I accumulate so much inside my system and I don't let it go out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, when you do that, you don't let it out and then you are about to burst.
Like a pot,
explode.
boiling
Yeah.
water. Yeah.
And well, writing songs is for me like my way to let it out of my system. I don't necessarily release all of the songs, all of my thoughts or my feelings that are tormenting me inside. But it's helpful. It's very therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually just have my note app here with me, and if I come up with something or if I read something or if I hear something on a movie or a series, oh, that sounds good. It might be helpful. And I just have a list of phrases that might be helpful later on or might apply to the situation that I want to express or communicate through a song. That's how it works usually with the lyrics.
Do you start with the lyrics though?
No, that's the last thing.
So
But
you got that melody as the anchor.
But I think that's my system, my approach. Like first, I just absorb all the language, the words, the phrases that I need for lyrics. That's on one side. And then I need to put in some work, sit down and play around with chords on the guitar. It's usually the guitar before the piano. and then play around with chords, and I start humming melodies, and then I get obsessed with one, and I repeat it, and then I record myself, and yeah, I start building something.
Interesting.
I think that's a very common way that many people do that these days.
See, yeah, I like to ask this question, and I always get different answers. Some people get their melody suddenly just pops up out of nowhere once you're like driving a motorcycle, they said. Like it's just melody that comes to your head, and you need to quickly pull over and like record it.
Yeah, no, that happens. That happens to me. I forgot. Yeah, well, yes. In the middle, like when I'm on the bus commuting, or when I'm at work, I need to hide a little bit and then record myself. Not to forget.
Yeah.
What I just come up with. Yes.
It's a hit right there.
Yeah. That's right.
Right. Yeah. No. It sounds more natural. I feel like, to me at least, it would be like if you give me the lyrics and like make a melody and chords around it, I'll be like, oof, stuff. It sounds like that's when the training comes in handy.
But in my case, like I think I told you this before earlier, I don't want music to be a burden, like a job for me. I want it forever to be the other thing that makes me happy, the other thing that I do that makes me happy. So I don't get tired of it, and I can always have fun with it. I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes, yeah. It's like a creative outlet, so it's not like a homework that you have to finish at some point, no matter what it takes.
So sitting down and putting in some work, aside from inspiration, because it doesn't come on its own. It does, maybe. I think it's a myth that you just have to wait for it. I don't think so.
I guess 0.5% of musicians maybe just it just comes.
Yeah, right. It might.
Next question I see here that I wrote down is kind of something about creative block. So, but you kind of answered that right away. But
oh yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, I thought I had that for the longest time, because I told you I came here in 2014. I used to play around Asunción, which is the capital in Paraguay, for years, like 2011 to 2014 before coming here.
Yeah.
I played around town with my band, and we used to play like covers, David Bowie, Beatles, 80s covers, and my songs too. And then I came here and I just stopped because I had to like focus on my studies, right? And I didn't play any music until 2018. That I went to a jam session and I met some musicians there. So that's when like I used to tell myself, I'm blocked. I don't want to think about this. Like I can't even think about this because I have to focus on my studies. So I'll just say it's creative block, but it's also, I'm not interested like in this right now.
You blocked yourself.
Yeah. And I used to spend days without touching my guitar, not even like touching my guitar. Yeah. And I used to be there and I used to look at her like this.
Don't look at me like that.
Yeah. But then it's just recently that I learned this, that I told you that you have to push yourself. Because, creative block can be a thing. Many writers go through that, I think, like book writers.
Obviously.
It's a thing. But in my case, since it's not my job, I think I can manage it.
Yeah, you give me so many points to like think about and talk about. It's nice.
Yeah.
Because once you're in the environment, it's easier to overcome any block, right? If you don't touch your pen, if you don't touch your guitar, how are you even like supposed to overcome it to begin with?
Or maybe I'm just talking about myself, because it's like, if you're gonna pressure me to do something, I'm not gonna do it.
I see.
Yeah.
You didn't have to like write or come up with something, right? There was no deadline to meet. It was just kind of like to mess around on guitar after you've been studying and your brain is fried.
But I did think that I was going through writer's block, creative block.
Okay.
In maybe 2022, I was living in Hsinchu. I moved to Hsinchu because I went through a period of heartbreak and I had to leave Taipei. And then I was very blocked. But like not just writing, not only in that sense, in everything. Like I didn't eat, I didn't sleep. It happens. And then I came back and it was so hard for me to start writing again. Very, very hard. And I used to like, I don't know, put myself down because, you're lazy. You don't have discipline, or I don't know, you need to push yourself to do this. And then I just started, I don't know, healing emotionally and I could do it again.
It's great.
I think it's a very personal thing.
It's very motivating. Because I just saw you on the stage performing those songs fluently, and it's like, oh, it's your songs. Like, you're so talented. You know, you did this. And suddenly you're like, oh, there's been struggle to get to the point where you can do it so comfortably. It's like, oh, it's so refreshing to hear. Like, not everybody just wakes up and knows how to write and makes hundreds of songs and puts them out easily.
Right. No, I don't think so. But then again, I don't have the pressure of a contract or a label telling me putting
Soon,
deadlines.
probably.
No, well, yeah.
Let's see.
We'll see. Yeah.
But good that you're out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you're back to writing and you don't have to worry about, other stuff. You did mention you did have a band back in Asunción.
I did.
You performed your own songs, meaning that some of the songs that I heard you perform or online were already existent but not recorded back then, correct?
That's right.
Because the first EP is 2023?
Yes.
Okay, now it makes sense. Dots connected.
Yeah. Those songs that you heard last time were written maybe from 2008 to 2012, most of them. And then the other part like here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between 2019 and now, something like that.
So how full is your band?
You mean in Paraguay?
Yeah.
Back home? We were three.
We
were
okay.
three. We were, yeah. I was on guitar and vocals, and then I have a friend on bass and another friend on drums. And then another friend used to join us for some gigs on leading guitar, because I don't do leading guitar. I'm just do a rhythm. And that used to be fun. It used to be a lot of fun. I used to play at a gallery that was called Planta Alta. I don't think it exists anymore. But it was nice because a lot of artsy people used to go there to see the art and also listen to my music. And then, I don't know, pubs around Asunción and what else. Yeah.
Good.
It was very nice.
Yeah, which brings me to my next question. Are you planning or have you thought about like recruiting a full band for your project?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Because I enjoy your performance. I really like you have very catchy melodies. Like you can hear it once and it's like, oh, it's in my head.
Yeah.
And then you kind of had like a programmed already some of the beats or like the drums, maybe some synthesizers, some piano, right?
Yeah.
And it worked, right? It's in my opinion, it would be better than just the two of you on the stage.
Yes.
But then, of course, that's my question. Like, oh my God, is she looking for the full people? Like, obviously, it's hard to always schedule people and to have someone with the same interest and all that. But I'm just very curious. Like, do you want to have 3-4 people?
I would love to. We actually debuted last year in November as a full band with 2 other people, like Tony, me, and another guy on guitar and another guy on drums. But that was just temporary, like a temporary thing.
Just for that day?
Yeah, for those 2 dates. And it was great because we did simpler versions of my songs. My songs are like very heavily produced because we use a lot of MIDI controllers to do the synth layers and the drum machine. My producer friend and me. But then how do you do that live, right? You would need...
I mean, the drums would be doable, and once you have a guy who's very good at synth or like keyboards, it could be done.
Yeah. But I mean, how do you do that with only me and just another person? I would need more people.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, you need someone that is going to commit to it. I don't know. I think I need to stay more in touch with my surroundings, like go more to jam sessions and meet people, because I don't know the scene anymore here. I haven't been out to jam sessions, and so I think I don't know, I need to meet people, musicians that
would be a nice place to do that and perform your songs.
Yeah,
because there's always a chance to, even if it's a jam session, like a lot of the jam session, I used to go to a lot of these places, and it's not only like you have to jam, it's not strictly jam. Like there would be bands coming up and perform 1 or 2 songs of their own, and maybe they stick around for a jam or like something like that. So it's quite flexible in Taipei, I would say. They're nice people.
Yeah, I did that. I went to jams and played my songs, like not like jazz music or something.
Yeah.
No, I played like a couple of my songs and then that's it. For me, it's very nerve-wracking because you're waiting for your turn, and then you're very shy because everybody's waiting for their turn to perform.
Yeah.
And then you need to go there and everybody's looking at you because people are there to listen to the music.
Yeah.
And but it's good. It's good. I need to go to one in March because I think all of the venues are closed for this week. I was going to go on Wednesday to Red Room, and then a friend of mine told me, oh no, they're closed.
Oh yeah, they probably were. Yeah, there should be everything back on track now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
Axel's rabbit hole is full on. and others. Yeah. I really hope you go and you find some people that want to do it. They want to play your music because it's so nice that somebody just shows up with ready songs. Is even a singer and like you just kind of like join. You can embellish on what's already existent, and you're playing music.
Just today, I texted a girl that I met at one of my shows to ask her if she wanted to play guitar. And then another guy I think he's Russian. His name is Vadim, and he's a drummer. And I talked to them, and we're going to try something out. So maybe
Fingers
I
crossed.
found my, finger crossed.
Let's go.
Yes, I think I found my...
Don't give up hopes, because there's a lot of hidden talents, musicians that go to jam sessions that don't. I found the band that I have now. I found them on Facebook.
Oh, really?
The random people. You just post into groups. You just kind of
Do you post, hey, I need a guitar player?
I'll show you the whole post. You just kind of, there's a template, or you can go very creative. You just state whatever music you want to play. What do you need? What do you already have?
Okay.
How would you like to, what area? When would you like to practice? People
Please do.
comment,
I want
people
that.
like.
So you have a band?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
What does that mean, kind of?
It took forever to like get people together because everybody's busy and we want to play funk and it's not very like sought for in Taiwan. Sought after. It's
Really? Do you think so?
Yeah. I mean, maybe there's people who are down for it, but it's tough to find if you're like very in the beginning stages and you don't know your way around too much. Like if maybe, I don't know, Axel or somebody would say, oh, hey, I'm playing this. Everybody knows him, so like people would come.
Yeah.
But it's different. But don't lose hope. You can find definitely people either in live setting area, online, somehow you'll connect. Just as you said, you put yourself out there, you show them what you got, and they'll be like, hey, I wanna help you do this.
Yeah. Yes, I'm up for it right now.
And that concludes our first episode with Alemaya. But come back next week where we're going to talk about her upcoming album and break down some of her songs. Have a wonderful week and see you next time.